in a shocking ending to Nick and Ashland's physical altercation. On The Young and the Restless, Diane and Jack tease each other, Chance gets a call about an accident, and Nikki and Phyllis come up with a scheme to sabotage Diane's new job on Monday, July 25, 2022. The bodies of Nick, Victoria, and Ashland Y and R. Nick knocks on Victoria's door as a windstorm rages outside. He tries to get in touch with him. When Ashland enters the room, Victoria hears him tell her that there is just one way out of this. The ringing of her phone wakes her up. Unless she answers, she will be surrounded by her bodyguards, according to her. He tells them they'll have to act quickly. In their first meeting, Locke remembers how powerful they were. It's possible that they couldn't both be on top, so one of them had to fall. With her ring in his hand, he points out that it now simply represents her lies and treachery. People can be harsh, and this is a reminder of that. This woman has been accused by the man of being a pawn. Her mind is blown by what he's saying. Because she didn't change, she's now even more vengeful than they were before they harmed each other. The decision to save her life was a mistake. He might still believe she loved him to the end if he let her die. She has a clearer picture of him now. His sad and filthy demeanor pales in comparison to that of her father. He lunges at her as she tells him no one could ever love him. Victoria takes a fire poker and pushes him away. Nick arrives in a blaze of glory. This is it, according to Locke. This is the end of the road. Nick is of the opinion that the authorities should be summoned. There was nothing illegal about Ashland's entry, he points out. A fight about his sister has broken out between him and Nick. They get into an altercation. Nick punches Victoria in the face after she claims that he grabbed her. He slams into the fireplace's hearth, his brow furrowed. In order to wake him up, Nick kicks him and screams at him to do so. Victoria takes her pulse. Her hand is covered in blood, and there is nothing else she can do. He's most likely dead. Y&R features an argument between Nick and Ashland. Nick instructs Victoria to dial 911 immediately. As a precaution, she offers they phone their father instead, but they both hesitate. There's no use in him bringing Victor into the mix. There will be no repercussions because it was an act of self-defense on his part. Nick suggests Victoria call Chance and get some fresh air if she's still not sold. Nikki is on the phone with Victor as she enters the Grand Phoenix. Because he's afraid Ashland is out for blood, she tells him to go check on their daughter. Phyllis walks over as she exits the phone line, yelling at Diane for getting her talons in. If only Nikki's team could turn up some leads, she'd be relieved. In a text message, Ashley informs her colleagues that she will not be able to attend their meeting. That they don't have to be concerned about Allie because she's capable of standing on her own. To Phyllis, this isn't reassuring as she rants about Diane. She bemoans the fact that Summer has been won over by Jenkins' part in obtaining Locke's imprisonment. They both presume Nikki did it to make herself look good, but she dismisses it. They also bemoan Michael's misfortune. Nikki adds that Locke has already been released from prison and is likely even more enraged. They can't believe Diane has such a wonderful life. A foolproof strategy is needed. Phyllis and Nikki have a plan. Y&R Phyllis believes her position at Marchetti holds the key. What if she completely fails? Summer and Kyle will lose trust in her if they believe they are being falsely accused of destroying the firm by her. Nikki is enthusiastic about the concept. She was confident that Phyllis would devise a scheme that was both cunning and deceptive. It will be difficult to accomplish this without causing harm to the business. In addition, they don't have someone on the inside to help. Summer offered Phyllis a job while they were in Milan. Phyllis remembers this. Because of Jack, she was reluctant to leave town. It's unfortunate that things didn't work out with them. It seemed to be going well this time, according to Phyllis. So she's on a mission to get rid of Diane once and for all. Nikki advises her to inform her daughter that she's changed her mind and now wants to work at Marchetti instead of her previous employer. Yes, Phyllis thinks there's a solution. Diane has made her way to the Abbott mansion to meet with Kyle. As the only one in the house, Jack warns her that a wind like this one is a portent of doom. For her assistance in keeping his grandson safe from Ashland, he is grateful. She thinks he's exaggerating the significance of her actions. He admires her boldness since he thinks she took a risk. She should be proud of herself for safeguarding Harrison, he says, and he and Kyle are thrilled with what she done. Diane is about to leave the meeting because her son is absent, but she remembers that Jack is a member of Marchetti's parent firm and may be able to help her out. She's worried about following protocol and living up to people's expectations. Jack is certain that she can lie her way out of any situation she finds herself in. She asks, "Are you joking with me, or are you just being mean?" He flirts with her and offers her a drink. Y and R are teased by Diane and Jack. After a few drinks, Diane admits to feeling worried about her new work, something she says she typically keeps to herself. She won't let their son down, that's for sure. While Kyle is worried, Jack assures her that she will learn on the job. After all, he's not sure if going to visit Kyle was just a ruse. "I'll keep it a secret," she assures him before returning to her worries over her new position. Their son, he believes, expects nothing more than honesty and dedication from his parents. For her, it's perhaps the most difficult aspect. Diane confesses that this has exceeded her expectations. Jack is pleased that she notices. As a result, Diane appreciates him not interfering with their son's decision to hire her. To Jack, it's all proof that his son was lacking something, and she's filled that vacuum. Surely, Diane believes, Jack still harbors a grudge against her. As he points out, he's learned that harboring animosity is a waste of time and energy. She dreams of the day when they'll be able to be friends. Jack informs Diane that she doesn't want to know what the odds are when she inquires about them. Diane had a sly grin on her face. They go up to Harrison's room to check on him while he sleeps. Upon their return, she informs him that it brings her joy to hear him referred to by his mother and father as our grandchild. She's overjoyed with her return. The wind has died down by the time they open the door to thank him for everything. Jack begins to wonder whether there really isn't any trouble tonight. Chance and Sharon reminisce about Ray's death on a night like tonight when they swing by Crimson Lights to get coffee. He observes that there appears to have been little activity on the night before. Victoria tells me there was an accident at her house and that she's on the phone. She'd prefer to keep it within the family, so she's inviting him over. Crimson Lights Y and R is where Chance visits. On her way back to Victoria's, she sees Nick standing in the cold air. He tries to figure out how this happened as he goes over everything in his path. He needs to put this puzzle together so he can tell Chance what's going on. He obviously didn't want Locke to perish in the process. His sister is confident that everything will be all right because it was an accident. She pursues him and assures him that he saved her life as he walks off. Ashland had his sights set on her, and she was prepared to do anything to stave him off. Because of Nick's actions, she is thankful. While he's delighted he was able to be there for her, he also killed a man. Victoria pledges to do everything in her power to assist her. They embrace each other.